Hello friends, trick number 573, and this is the part 3 of the series of videos on division of decimals. We have already done two parts in which I have discussed 6 problems each, in which the denominator was a particular decimal, and in this video also I am going to take up 6 problems. You can see here that the denominator in the first problem here is 0.1. Very easy, and hardly it takes 2 to 3 seconds to get to the answer of this first problem. Likewise, if you see the second problem here, this denominator now changes to 0.2. Now 0.2, again, if you are aware of the relationship between decimals and the fractions, then this problem is not going to consume much time. In the third problem here, you can see that the denominator is 0.02, and here 0.4, 0.05, 1.5. So we are going to discuss all these denominators. All these questions are mental maths questions. They can be done in a maximum of 5 seconds each. Yes, a maximum of 5 seconds, not minimum. That is the time required to solve these kind of problems. So let's see the first question. So whenever the denominator is 0.1, all we need to do is to understand that 0.1 is actually 1 upon 10. So this is actually multiplication of the numerator by 10 and shifting of the decimal place one digit to the right side. So 373.8 is the answer for this question. So simply transfer the decimal one digit towards the right. You get the answer on division of that number by 0.1. Now what happens when it becomes 0.2? Now 0.2 is 2 upon 10. So again we have a 10 in the denominator. So first of all shift this decimal one digit towards the right. That means it becomes 40.06, and then divide this result by 2, you get your answer. Half of 40.06 is 20.03. So you see, such a large calculation, which seems to be large, 4.006 divided by 0.2, can be found out so simply using these mental maths tricks. Let's see 0.02. Now see, we have two digits after the decimal place here. So whenever we have two digits after the decimal place, we need to shift the decimal two digits towards the right side. Here we have only one place, that is 2. So we have shifted this decimal one digit towards the right. So here I am going to shift this decimal one digit towards the right, two digits towards the right, but here we don't have a decimal. So what we do? We just put two zeros, and now we have a 2 here. So just divide this result by 2. You are going to get your final answer for the question. Half of 126 is 63, and answer for the question is 6300, 6300. Let's apply the trick for some of this division of decimals to this fourth question, in which the denominator is now 0.4. Now what happens with 0.4? Again multiply this by 10, because we have one digit after the decimal here. So multiply this by 10, shift it one digit towards the right. So this becomes 17.5, and now you have to divide by 4. Now how do you divide numbers by 4? You have to consider this 4 as 2 times 2. That is, we have to half this number 2 times. What is the half of 17? It is 8.5 and 0.25. So 8.75 is the half of 17.5, and now 4 converts to 2, and finally we have the answer 4. I'm taking the half again, 4.375. This is the result of dividing 1.75 by 0.4. Friends, let me tell you that whatever steps I am writing here, these are to be carried out in the mind, and obviously tricks are very important if you want to solve these problems mentally in 3 to 4 seconds time. So let's say 0.05. Now in 0.05 we have two digits after the decimal place. So we shift the decimal two digits toward the right. So this becomes 1116 and 10, and in the denominator we have this 5. So now division with 5 can be very simple. This is 2, 2 again, 3 and 2. So double 232 is the answer when we divide triple 1.6 by 0.05. A very easy question, and I know that a practice of 1 hour is required to master this skill, but it is not that tough that you should leave it in exams and spare a lot of time on this. This is something you need to solve in very less time. So let's see 1.5. For 1.5, you should understand that 1.5 is 1 and a half, that is 3 by 2. So if you consider this number as 3 by 2, then this 2 will go in the numerator, thereby doubling the numerator. 72 double is 144 and 0 0.6 double is 1.2. So let's have 145.2. So this is the double of the number 72.6. Now let's see the denominator. Now the denominator is 3 and now divided by 3. 3 fours are 12, 25, 3 eights are 24 point and 1 2 means 4. 48.4 is the quotient when we divide 72.6 by 1.5. So friends, I hope you have understood the basic method which I have told for division of decimals. I'll be taking up more videos on division of decimals. I'm sure you will be greatly benefited by watching all the parts of this amazing series of videos. So if you like the video, do share it with your friends and subscribe the channel.